Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your May 2017 general readings. Thank you so much for joining us here today and welcome to any newcomers who may be with us for the first time. Thank you for those of you who continue to watch and listen and follow and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for your support and feedback and all your comments. Keep them coming. You guys are great. Thank you as well to those of you who continue to reach out for personal one-on-one readings. You guys keep me really busy, and I am grateful for and honored and blessed that you place that trust in me to interpret and intuit the cards for you. Very grateful for that. Thank you. And also a special thank you to my regular clients for allowing me to be a part of the unfolding chapters of your life, and for the consistent feedback that you send and how those readings continue to play out for you. And if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me and you haven't read with me before, you can click on that little about or description button on my YouTube channel's homepage. That'll give you a little more information and detail on what I do, and also has my email address. Feel free to contact me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. Current turnaround time for personal readings is anywhere from a few days upwards of 2 weeks. But since I do readings full-time 6 days a week, I'm usually able to get back with you pretty quickly and almost always set up a reading live or recorded within a 2-week period of time. I do love and romance readings, compatibility chartings, career, work, and finance, year overviews, health readings, channeled messages, and so on. So if you're interested, send me an email. We'll go from there. So moving right along, these are general readings. As we always say, make sure to check your rising and your moon sign as well, because there's many of you watching, thousands of you watching, so of course they're not going to mean the same or resonate the same to the same degree for everyone. Watching your rising and your moon sign videos, if you know them and you can, will give you additional insight and clarity, and they may resonate or play out more predictively for you than your primary sun sign. Now, typically when I do my general readings at the beginning of the month, I draw 9 cards, 2 cards for each week for all 4 weeks of the month, with an additional 9th card from the bottom of the deck representing overall energy and advice. And I've been doing the same thing for the mid-months, but in the interest of having the mid-month videos be a little shorter and a little more efficient and streamlined, I'm just going to pull the 2 cards per week, but it's only 2 weeks really that we're looking at. So it's going to be 4 cards with an additional 5th card from the bottom of the deck for overall energy and advice. And hopefully that will, it's just to make the videos a little shorter and more efficient and streamlined, and I think it'll work out better for everybody. So let's move right into this reading. This is for Pisces, the water sign of Pisces, for May 2017, mid-month. What does the remainder of this gorgeous month of May 2017 have in store for the water sign of Pisces? Pisces the fish, our lovely mercurial Pisces, May 2017, mid-month. Okay, Pisces. We begin with the 8 of Cups, followed by the Tower in reverse. And we have the 6 of Swords, followed by the Ace of Pentacles. And from the bottom of the deck, your overall energy and advice is the Sun. This is a really lovely reading, Pisces. Let me just take a look at this. I'm really getting the feeling that a lot of you went through something. It's almost an emotional impact for me. I don't usually get that deep of it in general readings, but I feel like a lot of you, or at least a good portion of you, went through something recently. I don't know how recently, that was very difficult, challenging, even for some of you devastating, and you are moving through that. You're healing, you're starting a new beginning, a new life, maybe even moving and relocating, and a new job on top of that. Your overall energy, being the Sun, is quite lovely, but I have this feeling of like, I'm surprised not to see the Star card here. There's darkness into light, winter into spring, sickness into health, a healing energy after something very impactful. We start with the 8 of Cups followed by the Tower in reverse. That's what it looks like in the upright. You got it in the reverse. So the Eight of Cups, Cups is water energy here. So the energy of this suit usually manifests in the emotional area of our life. It's about our emotional landscape, feelings, and relationships and how we relate to people. The Eight of Cups is a card about leaving something behind, turning your back and walking away from something because you find it disappointing, disillusioning, not what you wanted it to be. It's turned out differently than what you thought in the beginning, or perhaps it's just served its purpose. You're making up your mind very decisively to turn your back and walk away from it. It's no longer meant to be part of your life. Now, what are you walking away from? What is this energy? It's paired with the Tower in reverse. In the upright position, the Tower is a major arcana card, fingers of the divine, as I like to call them. They represent those energies of God's spirit, our angels and guides, energies we have no control over. The Tower card can represent something happening that has a very significant effect on your life. It can represent a game changer, a life-changing situation or event. This can be in a positive way, like winning the lottery. It can feel, it can feel very negative too, like your house burning down or somebody passing away or something, like a relationship ending quite badly. A lot of people, clench up when they see the Tower, because a lot of times it represents a destruction or removal from something in our lives that we've sometimes been given the opportunity to do ourselves, but we were unable or unwilling to, and it's absolutely not meant to be part of our karmic path anymore. So those divine energies come in and usually remove it quite abruptly in a way that we weren't expecting, which is why this man is falling out of this brick home that he thought was solid, stable, reliable, naked, because he wasn't expecting it, a sense of vulnerability. It's in the reverse. For some of you, you're walking away before it got to this point, but I feel like it's a smaller portion of you. For the larger portion of you, I feel like this is something which already happened in the past, and what it is could be a variety of things. A devastating job loss or business closing down, failure of something, a relationship, a divorce, a death. I mean, it can represent a lot of different things, but and it feels like you were off for a while during this. And that Eight of Cups, you've made up your mind, okay, it's time now. It's time for me to walk away. It's time for me to move away and through this. And you are. In the past, when I touch it, I can feel this pain. And for some of you, like this sense of devastation, but also this strength and beautiful strength and will and determination. Okay, now it's time for me to go. Now it's time for me to tie a balloon string to it, honor it for what it was, and wave goodbye. It's time to move on. And you are too. The last two cards representing the last week of May, more or less, maybe going into the first part of June, we have the Six of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. The Six of Swords. Swords is air energy. The energy of this suit is cerebral, mental, intellectual energy. It's usually about what goes on up here, how we look at things, belief system, outlook, perspective, words, ideas, and how we communicate those, truth, clarity, higher education, and learning. The Six of Swords is a card of movement, of moving. It can represent actual travel too. And again, paired with the Ace of Pentacles, which is also a card which comes up often for moving, relocating, starting a new job. For some of you, this walking away or moving away can be quite literal as well, traveling to do that. The Six of Swords represents moving away from this, from maybe a challenging, troubling, chaotic, painful time in your life into a time period, smooth, peaceful, serene, placid, healing energy. If you could see the water behind this boat, it would be choppy and wavy and turbulent like hurricane waters, but you're moving into a better place, a better time, a better energy. It's quieter. It's a quiet energy, even sometimes a little somber, maybe a little bittersweet, but it's healing. It's restorative. You're moving into a better time. The worst is behind you. You're not quite to the other shore yet, but you're moving towards it and you're going to get there. It's lovely. And it's paired with the Ace of Pentacles. So here we have earth energy, which is the element which governs pentacles. And when you think about earth energy, grounded, real, reliable, solid, stable, comforting, loyal. The energy of the Suit of Pentacles usually manifests itself in like the tangible, concrete, day-to-day world we live in. It often manifests in like money, finances, property, real estate, job, career, business, things we can see and touch and feel, tangible things. So aces represent the number one, the start of something, a new path, something beginning. It has a lot of potential, of course. It's like a seed. That seed contains a lot of potential, but whether it succeeds or fails depends on if we plant it, nourish it, so that it can grow to its full potential and end up down the road giving back to us and nourishing us. So aces represent the potential and promise of a brand new start, a new beginning. So this is a tangible brand new start and beginning. This card often comes up for a tangible new beginning, moving, relocating, starting a new job, one of those changes we can see and touch and feel. It has a lot of potential if we continue to manifest it and take care of it. And that's what you're moving through towards, Pisces. You are moving away from whatever this difficult period, this difficult time event was. You're moving into a healing period. You had the beautiful strength and courage to say, okay, I'm done now. I'm moving forward. I'm moving on. And for a lot of you, this moving on is very tangible in nature. And you're feeling so much better too because of that sun card, that overall energy shining over you. Truth, illumination, clarity, answers being revealed, fun, light, love, warmth, laughter. Darkness into light, sickness into healing, winter into spring, sadness into happiness. I mean, it's shining out all over you for the next couple of weeks, and I actually think it's just going to continue on for some time as you continue to move through this healing process or moving into a better, quieter, more settled, balanced place in your life. So Pisces, that pretty much wraps up your May 2017 mid-month reading. Beautiful reading. I hope you have enjoyed it, that it's brought you some wisdom, insight, clarity, and some hope and peace as well, because it's all right in there. And again, if any of you would like a personal one-on-one reading with me, tailored just for you, click on that About or Description button, and feel free to contact me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be most happy to work with you. You can also find me through that same email address on PayPal if any of you feel inclined to donate $1 or $2 in support of my channel. Literally, I am saving up for a new computer and audio system to make my channel better and improve it. So even the smallest amount is most gratefully and graciously accepted. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the June 2017 general readings. And until then, as always, Pisces, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. And I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.